Oh, yes. Oh. Hey, Nikki, welcome to our live. Hey, Juan, welcome to Healing with Me. Hey, Anna. Hello, Tracy. Great to have you. Hello, hello. I hope everybody's having a great weekend so far. Hello, David. And we are simultaneously live on YouTube. Hey, Jen. Welcome to our
Saturday Heal with Me. We are talking all about gut health, everything gut related. And hey, Jen, oh my gosh, so nice to see you. I hope you're doing great. Hey, hello, Rando. Hello, Diana, Angela. I hope everybody has had a good week. I hope you're taking good care of yourselves. And I would love to hear your questions. And I'm so excited. I don't know if anybody saw it. I just had to share our friend James Richards. He just sent a picture to me of his 70-pound weight loss. He's been sending me pictures all the way through it. It's been extraordinary using Happy Gut Cleanse, food combining. He's just done such a magnificent job. And the best part is his healing diverticulitis, which he was diagnosed with. Hey, Rose. Hello, Anne Marie. Hello, Issa Spirit. Nice to have everybody here. So I'm so excited, and I love that I'm so happy that James was willing to. Hey, Rose. Rose, did you see James' picture? He was so excited. I'm so excited to be able to share his 70-pound weight loss and also his healing diverticulitis. Incredible. He's just done an amazing job. I'm it's just amazing. I have another client who just lost, isn't that incredible? 70 pounds, and he feels so good. He looks so good. He looks so handsome in all his pictures. It's just a total body and life transformation. It's it's just, and it really is such a testimonial to food combining and Happy Gut Cleanse, which is basically just dealing with sludge and waste in our colon. I had a client who's lost 12 pounds in the last 3 weeks just from doing digestive enzymes, Happy Gut Cleanse, and food combining. I mean, that simple. It's really amazing. And she has just shrunk in all the ways that we want to shrink when we are feeling like we're just not in our right body. And she also wasn't feeling good, just was feeling not like herself, and her spirit is just flying. And that's what I love about James's sharing. So I'm so happy, excited to talk about that. If anybody would like me to talk about food combining, I love talking about food combining, blood type diet, or just different types of diets, carnivore, paleo, keto, vegan. I like talking about all of those. And I think they're all really important because they're on the top of everybody's minds. And we get a lot of information and misinformation. For anybody that is new here, welcome. I'm Julia Loggins, gut health coach and colon therapist of over 40 years. I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. And very happy to be here to talk about healing our gut. Nicole, so nice to see you. And hey, Nicole, everybody has to go over to our Happy Gut Tribe page on Facebook and check out Nicole's magnificent sharings. Just all kinds of things that we talk about here, but when you see them in pictures, pictures really are worth 1,000 words. And she's just done such a magnificent job. We were laughing because when I try to post over there, it just gets taken down. I don't know why. I've put a couple of my blogs up there, and Facebook is not having it. So Nicole has so much to share, and it's so wonderful. I think when we see things, you get a sense of things like what type of aloe vera juice to use, what type of bone broth to use. How do you get goat milk if you live in a place where where there are no goats, or they're not selling it in the market? All these kinds of things. So that's on Facebook, the Happy Gut Tribe page. Hey, Russell, nice to have you. And thank you so much, everybody, for liking the live and sharing the live. It may get, just giving you a warning, it may get noisy in here in a minute. Ah, my son is giving someone a treatment in the next room, and everyone's going to be in the reception room in a minute. I can hear my dogs already kind of perking up. Hello, Omar. Welcome, welcome. Nicole, how are you doing? How's your toe? So I am here with Nicole, my ride or die, who is not only an expert on gut health, but on everything autoimmune and kidney issues. And so it's just so exciting, and I'm so grateful to have her here, and super grateful to have her um, on our YouTube page, which sometimes is quiet and sometimes gets very busy. And it's so exciting. We now have 1,000 followers, thanks to all of you on YouTube, which allows us to just be so much more expansive. Oh, you had shots in the side of your foot. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hello, Molly. Oh, you found me last night. I'm so glad and grateful that you found this page. Do you have a specific gut issue that you'd like to talk to us about? Um, uh, um, eh, we are often found by people in a crisis moment and happy to be there for them. Hey, Patrick Johnson, nice to see you. Hello, everybody. Hey, Kim. It's just wonderful to have all of you here on this beautiful Saturday. You woke up and your face was swollen and bright red. Yes, steroids will do that. Molly, you got diagnosed with diverticulitis the end of last year. Well, welcome to the exact right place for you to be. As you know from probably scrolling through this page, I have so many videos on diverticulitis, colitis, inflammatory gut issues, and they will give you a ton of information. I'm also available to do consults. You'll find that link in my bio. So chronic constipation. Chronic constipation comes from not, it actually starts in the stomach, Issa, from having low acid, so nothing's digesting. So starting with the digestive enzyme, and then lots of colon cleansing from using my Happy Gut Cleanse. You'll find that link in the bio. Coffee enemas, colon hydrotherapy, food combining. Everything here will apply to helping your chronic constipation. And Molly, we will do absolutely um, everything we can to help you. Just like Nicole said, we're here for you. So you can direct message me, and you can check out my website, which has lots of information. And I am going to Nicole and everybody, I'm going to disappear for 1 second because I'm going to open the door so that my dogs can get a little more room now that there's space in the treatment room. So forgive me, but I'm going to disappear for like 1 second. There you go. Okay. I'm back. Hello. Sorry. Thank you. I'm back. Okay. My dogs now have free run free run of the clinic. They'll be much happier. Everybody is doing great. Thank you so much. And we have sun today. I don't know what's the weather is on the East Coast, but we had rain all week, and now it's beautiful. And I had a beautiful birthday, and I don't know if all of you saw it, but Nicole sent me the most gorgeous birthday card. It just really felt like me. Nicole, I feel like you captured me in a card. And she posted a beautiful picture of it on Facebook. It's right. That card is right in my clinic. So guess what? I am 70, and I'm very, very grateful to be here since doctors told me I wouldn't make it past 17. So that's, what is that? 57 years longer than I was told I would make it. Hey, Perfectly Prudence, nice to see you. Hello, Angie. I'm super excited to be here. And what I've been posting about lately, last weekend I felt like super focused on getting everybody the right sugar-free sweeteners and the right coffee creamers. And that seemed like, so if anybody out there is interested in coffee creamers, um, and uh, and coffee creamers and everything about enjoying a coffee latte, something delicious, and if silver, you just turned 70. Well, welcome to the 70 Club. Feels pretty fantastic. Hey, Marie. Hello, Ray. I feel super grateful to be here. I feel like I'm becoming more and more myself. Isn't that our job? That's why it is so important. I was working with a client this morning, actually my dentist, who is a little bit older than us, older than me and silver. And he's just recovering from a serious illness, and we were talking about how this decade it has to be. Oh, thank you, Molly. This decade has to be fabulous, but like every day is so precious. I've lost a few friends this year, and so it's really made me feel how precious every day is. Like, and that when I did this post recently on the five things your doctor, the five truths about healing your gut. Um, and it made me really realize how committed I am to being here for all of you, because if we don't feel good, it is not fun to be in here in our bodies, in our lives. And that's what my job is to give you so Silver, what were you diagnosed with? Was it diverticulitis? Was it colitis? I uh, This week was the sweetener recall, right? Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Nicole, you're younger than I am, but you still remember all the really bad sweeteners. The aspartame, all those sweet and low. Oh my gosh, all those things that were so terrible. But there's plenty of terrible things on the market now. Um, and I remember an aunt I had who was really conscious about her weight, and she would just lived on diet foods, which are just the worst things in the world. I mean, they're still bad. That was when people believed, and we were taught that sugar was okay and fat was bad. So, this is we are unlearning, continuing to unlearn and unlearn. I have someone I respect a lot on Facebook whose whole page is about unlearning things. Hey, sunshine. Um, and Hello, Greta. Greta Grateful. It's beautiful. Hello, sunshine. Hello, Larry Atkinson. Nice to have you here. Um, so I'm always excited to talk about the sweetener that I use, because hello, Anna Maria, because it's wonderful to have something that brightens up your tea or your coffee or whatever you drink, or if you bake. It's great to have something. Oh, he was giving his best. He was actually giving my godson, his very best friend, a colonic. My son, who's turning 32 in a couple of months, is also a colon hydrotherapist. He's mainly a yoga teacher and personal trainer, but he trained to do colon hydrotherapy about 5 or 6 years ago, and he's great. Um, he's really so good at it. I think if he weren't so gorgeous and such a hunk, he'd have a very busy practice. But he is gorgeous, and so it's hard for younger women to feel comfortable with him, and it's funny, as he gets older, it'll change, but he's really good at it. He's a kind of Renaissance kid. Krista, yes. Can feces get stuck in your colon and create an inflation? Thank you. I'm not exactly sure if you're talking about constipation, Krista, or Christy. So I'm not exactly sure if you maybe make that a little clearer. Sometimes typing doesn't come through exactly as we're thinking or as we're speaking. So, and Nicole, maybe you can help decipher what Christy is asking us. Inflammation. Yes, it absolutely. Feces can get stuck in your colon and create inflammation. So the symptoms are bloating, brain fog, fatigue, headaches, belly fat, um, depression, anxiety, food allergies. Food allergies is a big one. Food sensitivities, just not feeling like yourself. So yes, and it's super common. And as a colon therapist of 40 years, I can tell you that it doesn't matter what age you are, or if you go to the bathroom every single day, people's colons are not clearing. Hey, TikTok Nancy, so nice to see you. Hey, Gen X Lori. Um, oh, you're excited to just, yes, get rid of all those things. Well, Molly, check out my diverticulitis diet digital download. That's going to tell you what to eat and what to avoid right now. And then digestive enzymes are super important because if you have diverticulitis, it is likely that you have a low acid condition in your stomach. Food is just not digesting. And also constipation. It's a root cause of diverticulitis and colitis. So definitely want to attend to that. But all of my videos are going to walk you through that. Christy, you can start by using my Happy Gut Cleanse formula. That's kind of the easiest way to do it. And then you can go to someone like me, who's a colon hydrotherapist. My clinic is in Santa Barbara, California. You can do coffee enemas at home. There's lots of ways to do it. Nancy, are you in Hawaii? Aloha to you too. Um, uh, so Gen X Lori. So one of the reasons that you're so constipated in late perimenopause is that you're making even less hydrochloric acid in your stomach. So food is just not digesting. Also, the fact like that it's also a tipping point in age, which is that anything that was just going along just okay is all of a sudden not okay. And that hormones have to do with that. So it's important to get your hormones balanced. But I did a video. So check out a video that I did about 2 weeks ago on gut issues and menopause. I talk a lot about it, and I do a lot of consult calls about creating a program to eliminate constipation, brain fog, and belly fat in menopause. So lots of information about that. It's one of my focuses because I think there's so much misinformation about it. There's a lot of misinformation, which is things like fiber is exactly what you need right now, where it's the last thing you need right now because nothing's moving anyway. It's just going to create more constipation, more bloat, more brain fog, more fatigue, more belly fat. All of those things lead to belly fat. The lymphatic system gets more sludgy and congested and inflamed as we go through menopause. So, yeah, all of this can be fixed. That's the thing, Lori. Like you don't have to suffer. My belly's actually flatter it was flatter at 60 and 70 than it was when I was younger because I had so many gut issues. And I actually have to do another, Nicole will laugh. Hey, Candice. Um, I have to do another beach bikini uh, birthday shoot because uh, just because what I like about doing that, even though I feel so crazy doing it, I think it's just really important to inspire women that our bodies can be as beautiful and more beautiful and in the shape that we want them to be after 40, 50, 60, and at 70 as I am, as they were at 20 and 30. So, I mean, that's going to inspire, just talking to you inspires me that I'm going to have to as soon as the weather gets warm out, I'm gonna have to do that again. My neighbor is the person who shoots those, so I'm comfortable running around and having a blast. I can repost each post from Facebook to Instagram. Oh, yes, I bet I can. That's awesome. Hello, Ravenette. Nice to have you. So those are great questions, Lori, and thank you so much. I do a lot of videos on it, and it's also something I talk about, like I said, in a one-on-one consult. Um, Hello, Gigi. Thank you so much for liking the live. And thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Hey, Naturalist Diva. Nice to have you. Hello, Mende. Oh, yeah. Please don't, I can understand feeling down, but hey, I was 70 on Wednesday and I feel better than ever. Yes, I'm not distance running as long as I used to. There's certain things that I don't do in the same way, but as far as how my body looks and how I feel about it, and also my energy, my stamina, my mood, my optimism, my joy, the truth is I'm in better shape in that way than I was when I was 40 or 50. Um, so, if you're feeling down, I would suggest making sure your hormones are balanced, working with someone good in that area. I don't do that part of it, but I definitely support it. And then booking a consult and creating a plan so that this is actually the best chapter of your life. Because for women, it definitely is. It is hard being a young woman. I mean, who doesn't think that? Are there secondary symptoms to, I think you're talking about constipation, inflammation. So by secondary symptoms, maybe a good question would be, Christy, what symptoms are you having? Let's see if we can talk about where they might be coming from. So, because there's a lot of symptoms that come from having an impacted colon, not making hydrochloric acid in your stomach, not making enough digestive enzymes. There's lots of symptoms. I've done lots of videos about them, but I'm super happy to answer questions. Hey, Trish, thank you so much for liking the live. um, Wonderful. And Nicole, if there's anything that I'm not answering fully, just chime in. And I'm hoping that your foot is in a position that makes life at least livable right now while we get through this live call. Mm. I'm drinking my usual. I did all those videos on creamers, but I don't use creamers because I don't drink coffee. I do use coffee in my clinic, but I use it for something else. Oh, you have ice on it. Good. I'm drinking my organic green peppermint tea. You have ice on it. Oh, good. To me, ice is really one of the very best painkillers in the world. I've used ice for everything. I've used it for, you know, getting through surgeries to falls and everything. So, gosh darn, Nicole, this foot has just been a challenge. I'm really hoping that the shots, like that, they kick in and you feel better. And I'm so sorry about the side effects. Hey, Vivian, nice to have you. Hello, Donna. Wonderful to have everybody here on, yeah. Well, bring on the stronger stuff, bring on anything that works. Hey, Lexus. Oh my gosh. Hello, love. How are you? So nice to see you. Nicole is here. How are you? How are you feeling? How's life? How's your little girl? Tell us everything. It's wonderful, wonderful to have you. And with your help and the help of everybody on our Happy Gut Tribe, we have 1,000 viewers on YouTube. And hey, Sherry, there is a lovely person over here, and I'm going to say hello to her. Um, um, Hey, Sherry, so nice to see you. Oh my gosh, it's so nice to see you. We have a wonderful person over here on YouTube. Yay, that's so exciting. Sherry, very happy to have you. I'm simultaneously live here on YouTube and on TikTok. And if you have any questions, Nicole is right here and she's just going to jump in and answer them for you. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you so much. I know 1,000. Isn't that exciting? Yes, Jessica, it is. Ground turkey, ground chicken, ground lamb. Um, Hello, my friend Dax. Hugs to you. Nice to see you. I don't wish I could actually give you a great big hug. And maybe someday I will. But yes, you did. You caught me live. All of my friends, my dear friend Dax is here. Um, and if I lived closer, I would be visiting you in 2 weeks. Dax, I would be visiting you, and maybe someday I will actually get to do that. But I want to be there for you in any way that you need me 2 weeks from today. And I'm going to definitely do everything I can to be promoting your GoFundMe and get you over the line, but you're there and I send you all of my love and thank you for showing up and I hope you feel my hug, even though I don't get to actually give it to you. And this is thrilling. And 2 weeks from now, it will be the best day of your life and onward and onward. You earned it. You deserve it. Um, and so, friends, I'm just taking a moment to say hi to a really precious person that I was lucky enough to meet here. Really, I've met amazing people here. but this person has a spectacular spirit. Jessica, when will you start to see a change from the Happy Gut Cleanse? Um, Okie doke. I will do that. I will direct message you, Dax, and I'll give you a whole list of things to do and not do. Okay. I'll be right there with you. Yeah. Um, I wish I could see you after for colonic because it's really good for the constipation of pain meds. Um, so someone asked, how long does Happy Gut Cleanse take to work? You can use 6 a day. So if you need 2 at night and 2 in the morning, and then 2 in the afternoon, you can do that. The other thing that will help the Happy Gut Cleanse work is making sure that you are hydrated with lots of sugar-free electrolytes. You want to add those to your water, and then liquid minerals, liquid trace minerals. I use 30 drops a day in a smoothie, all of those things, but you can use up to six Happy Gut Cleanse a day. A meal plan for the 3 hard days right after chemo. Oh, Suzanne, I work with a lot of cancer patients. My partner is an oncologist, so direct message me, and I will give you a meal plan for the 3 hard days right after chemo. And Suzanne, where are you? I see. Oh, thank you, Nicole, for helping Sherry. I see clients and I see cancer patients in between their chemo treatments for colon hydrotherapy because it is extraordinary for reducing symptoms. You're in Parkland. Okay. Well, direct message me and I will help you through it. I'm happy to do that. Parkland, Florida. I'm happy to give you some instruction and some directions on what to eat and how to get through. Yeah, so just send me a direct message and I'll be on top of that. Hey, Julie Gregory. Hello, user 1212. And I'm so sorry that you're going through cancer treatment. I hope that you get through it as quickly as possible, but I have some definite protocols that will help get through. If there is a colon hydrotherapist in your area, that is an amazing thing for reducing the side effects as you go through and definitely healing and coming out stronger and better on the other side, because that's the goal. User 38. Hello, 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 Maria. Nice to have you. Hello, Yem. Oh, Nicole, thank you so, so much for helping Sherry. Hello, ABK. How long? Oh, great. That's a great question. Um, you know, a week is usually a good amount. Although I've seen people closer together if they're doing a specific cleanse. What you really want to do is to make sure that you are hydrating and using sugar-free electrolytes in between treatments, because that's the only thing that colon hydrotherapy really depletes. Natural appetite suppressant. Yeah, you were on it with Crave Control. Crave Control is an incredible. I mean, it doesn't have it's natural. It has no medication. Check out Allison's review and her whole story about using Crave Control. You'll find it on my website. Jessica, you're going dairy and gluten free. It's hard. So if are you struggling with cravings? Um, because check out Allison. Allison did the most amazing review and a whole story about how, yeah. So there's a couple things that you can do. On one hand, cravings can be caused, Jessica, from having candida or yeast overgrowth. And so in that case, the way to deal with it is doing a candida cleanse, which you're already doing on the food end, because that means eliminating wheat, sugar, dairy, all of those things. But you may need a supplement as well, because in my experience, diet alone isn't enough to balance candida or yeast overgrowth. So that would be my Yeast Be Gone cleanse. But for Nancy and Jessica, for dealing with cravings overall, it's my Crave Control. It's an incredible product that has the natural effect of reducing cravings because of the way it builds up certain vitamins, enzymes, amino acids in the brain and in the body. And it has absolutely, it's not a medication. It's amazing in helping reduce cravings. You'll find it on my website, and you'll find Allison's review. Oh, I'm so sorry you're suffering, Trisha. Are you dealing with any specific gut issue? Hello, Joanna. Um, Nice to see you, and I so appreciate everything that you're doing for us struggling Americans. And you must be the most incredible teacher. I wish my kids could have been in your class. Thank you so much for everything you do. Thanks for being here for a moment and dropping into the world of gut health. So, Trisha, are you dealing with any specific like, is it diverticulitis, diverticulosis, UC, colitis, anything like the more specific? And if you don't feel comfortable sharing, you can direct message me. Hello, Faith. Hey, Judy. Nice to have you here. They haven't been able to find anything. Okay, so that's very common. Look for symptoms. Just if you'd like to share them here, everything comes up negative. Well, that's the good news. That means that if you book a consult with me, we're not going to miss anything. We're not skipping over anything. And I love that. I love that you found out that there's nothing um, that the doctor needs to treat. That means go on to getting well now. So, like I said, if you'd like to just share what you're feeling, I can talk a little about that. If you're more comfortable, we can do that in a consult. Hey, Darlene. um, yes, this is holistic. Yes, I'm not a doctor. I'm a gut health coach and colon therapist of over 40 years. I'm not a doctor. I have a clinic in Santa Barbara, California, and welcome to Talking About Healing. My specialty is inflammatory gut issues, and dealing with things like diverticulitis, colitis, UC, all the things that are generally that doctors work with when they're in an acute or critical stage, but are not adept at prevention because they generally don't have the toolbox. And that's okay. They do what they do, and we are thrilled to have them when we need them. But my job is to help you heal and not ever need to deal with a flare again. Have I heard of fasting for 30 days for high cholesterol? Yes, absolutely. Uh, um, I have heard of it, but that should be anybody. So if anybody, Sherry, if you're thinking of fasting for cholesterol, I would not do that without the advice, without being coached by an expert like me and the teamwork of a medical doctor. So I don't advise 30-day fasts unless you're working with an expert. It's just not something to do on your own. That's my opinion. It's absolutely it's possible, but you do that with either the feedback of a doctor, and it's not on water either. I am not a fan of water fasting. I don't, you know, there are times that certain doctors, especially cancer specialists, advise fasting. That's a specialty of integrative oncologists. I don't advise people that I work with fasting on water, but to do it with bone broth, green juices, things like that, it is possible. But like I said, not without the help of an expert. I wouldn't try that. Don't do this on your own, folks. Um, yeah. I think there's many other ways to lower your cholesterol. So if you're interested in that, Sherry, direct message me, book a consult, and we can talk about that. Hello, Annie. Hey, Tootie. Hello, Margarita. Sometimes, oh, gotcha. So that means you're probably dealing with chronic constipation and inflammation. Just like you said, chronic constipation, inflammation, low stomach acid. There'll be lots of information right here on my page. Savannah, diverticulitis. Well, you're in the right place. I'm sorry that you're dealing with it. It's painful and frustrating and scary, but you're in the right place. And I hope that you check out my videos and see what, the programs that I come up with for my clients. You can book a consult one-on-one. You can direct message me. Um, and I have a diverticulitis diet digital download. You'll find it on my website, and the link is in my bio, cleansingforenergy.com. Hello, Shelley. Hello, Jaden. Mm. Hello, hello. Oh, yes. Good question, Jessica. I like 40,000 volts. Um, from a company called Trace Concentrates. I like their trace minerals. I use 30 drops of trace minerals every night in my smoothie um, at the end of the night. And I love their electrolytes, which are called 40,000 volts. Um, oh, cool, Nicole. That's a great idea. That's a perfect thing for Facebook. It's people are always asking me. And I think that's a really good thing because there's so many junky sugar-free electrolytes out there, and lots of things with sugar, of course. So yeah, thank you so much. Oh, and thank you so much, Nicole, for helping Sherry. Hello, Queen Monique. It's nice to have queens on here. I think all the women that are here are queens, and nice to see you as well. Hope you're having a beautiful Saturday, and would love to answer any questions about your gut. Um, so, Savannah, if you are newly diagnosed, what I can tell you right off the top about diverticulitis is no raw food. Um, and you want to avoid high fiber. You want to make sure you're taking a digestive enzyme so food is breaking down in your stomach. No corn, no kale, no wheat. Um, and stick to cooked proteins and cooked vegetables. Do I recommend electrolytes and minerals every day? Yeah, I do. Stress burns more electrolytes than anything. So I do recommend them every day. Um, oh, do you Nicole has it. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I do. Stress burns more. Yeah, stress burns more electrolytes than working out does. Although, of course, going on a run, you immediately want to make sure you're getting it. But believe it or not, an intense day, and who doesn't have one? Traveling. Oh my gosh, traveling burns so many electrolytes. And for this is really important for women because when our electrolytes are depleted, our bodies cannibalize minerals out of our bones to alkalize our bodies. I have to do another video on explaining why it's so important. So for women, that's a basis of osteoporosis. What to eat if you're having inflamed gut and not absorbing nutrients? Okay, so what's really important then is start taking a digestive enzyme with hydrochloric acid, GG, like um, my enzyme energy, and bone broth, um, aloe vera juice, really important. My diverticulitis diet will tell you what to eat. Diverticulitis, but you've heard people have flare-ups months later. Yes, absolutely. People can have flare-ups because they're just being given medicine that deals with an infection, but they're actually not healing the root cause of their diverticulitis. That's why it's happening. Kombucha and fermented cabbage, are they good for your gut health? They are kombucha, no, definitely not. Fermented cabbage or sauerkraut, yes, but the fiber of it can be difficult if you have an inflammatory gut issue. So the liquid is better. Kombucha, no, not for anybody. Um, diverticulitis, like Nicole said, is when food is stuck in the pockets and it gets and if it's diverticulitis, it means it's being inflamed and infected. Oh, Olipop, that's one of those. Is that like Poppy? That's one of those gut health drinks. All of those gut health drinks are a disaster. Uh, just curious why kombucha homemade medical mama. Oh, that's a great question. Um, It's a great question. It's certainly so much better if it's homemade because everything on the market has sugar in it. Um, but what I because when I'm working with people, I work with so many people who are dealing with histamine intolerances that kombucha can really trigger mast cell issues and histamine intolerances. And unless you know that you're not dealing with any of those, meaning you're not dealing with any autoimmune issues, and kombucha especially, even more than sauerkraut, uh, even homemade, like you said, without vinegar, just with salt. Even more so really triggers that. And I trained with Dr. Ann Wigmore, who was just a huge fan of kombucha. So, 50 years ago, training with her at Hippocrates Health Institute, I really, it was really an experience to be steeped into working with somebody that and getting to see the real results of kombucha. And this is, before it just became super trendy and super popular and full of sugar. But in my experience, unless I really work with someone and they're far down the road, they're not dealing with any allergies, autoimmune issues, food sensitivities. Kombucha just reacts all of those things. That's just my experience. Um, and, if obviously, if you have a different experience and if it's working for you, then go for it. Um, and I work with a really, autoimmune, with a group of people that's generally dealing with some pretty serious issues, and mast cell is so often a part of it and so often undiagnosed by the people they're working with. Hello, Salvatore. Jessica, you've been drinking aloe for a week and seeing a difference. Hooray! Oh, I love that. I'm so glad. That's awesome. We love aloe vera juice around here. Hello, yeah. Um, yes, I'm so, so glad. Haley, oh my gosh, hello. So nice to see you. Yes, my protein powder is sugar-free, plant-based, and sweetened with only monk fruit. Um, hey, Haley. Hey, darling, how is your weekend going? How is life? How is everything? How is the greenhouse coming along? Um, Wonderful. It's so nice to have you here. Hello, official Joss. Doing more carnivore mostly has helped. Yes, I can see that. I was just having um, a talk with my client this morning he was asking about the carnivore diet. And I was telling him that I see great improvements for people with doing that diet. Oh, beautiful weather. Oh, I love that. We're having beautiful weather here too. We had a ton of rain this week and it's just gorgeous right now. I had the dogs out and it was just so beautiful. And the greenhouse is amazing. Oh, I love that. I love that so much. I have to say that I'm still drooling over the pictures that you sent me of the Azores, and I am. Whenever you guys get to go, I will be with you in spirit. Hey, Nicole is asking. Nicole started a garden. Well, she started indoor plants this week. So Josh, lamb, pork, beef, duck, you're from Australia, all of them. Kangaroo, of course. So Josh, just to tell you, my experience with carnivore diet is that the only downside is that people can get constipated. So that means making sure that you're using something. If you're living in Australia, making sure that your colon is working, that you're fully emptying. And then the other thing is that if you ever feel bloated or tired after you eat, that you may have low stomach acid and you're taking a digestive enzyme. But I love that it's working for you. I love that that it's working for you and that you're feeling so much better. What homemade fresh juice is better to drink? Oh, I love that. So, no fruit juices, of course. Fruit juices are pure sugar when they're in a juiced form. And I would go, my favorite fresh juice is wheatgrass juice. Wheatgrass juice is something you can grow at home or you can get from a juice bar. Wheatgrass is one atom different from human blood, and it is it has more chlorophyll than anything. You want to avoid a lot. You want to avoid spinach and kale if you're using juices on a regular basis because of the oxalates. So that's kind of the problem. I definitely would advise celery juice is great. You go all the time. You used to get tired after eating it. If you have anything else, okay. Um, Ah, just miscellaneous plants right now. Oh, until you get the shelving. You used to get constipated, but not so much anymore. Okay, 95% better. Fantastic. That's great. Probably not eating all the bread and pasta and all those things which are so constipating, and your body is working better. So are you a pure carnivore, like you eat only meat, you don't eat any vegetables, no fruits, nothing else? With my client and I was talking about different ways to be a carnivore. I know some carnivores that also eat, for instance, tropical fruit as well as meat. And I know some carnivores that have salad as well as meat. So, I think there's a little room with every type of diet, and even a carnivore. So I'm curious, is this like a pure meat diet for you? And do you eat eggs? Um, mm, um, Yeah, you have other things occasionally. Gotcha. You eat eggs all the time. That's great. Wonderful. Well, I did a blog a while ago on the carnivore diet. And the diet I eat, I'm a blood type O. I don't know if you know your blood type, Josh, but I'm a blood type O. And blood type O's do really well on protein. Yeah. So I also eat, um, obviously, I live in California, no kangaroo here. Um, but I eat a lot of fish, and I love lamb and I love turkey. And but I mean, I've always loved fish, so that's kind of what I focus on, and I love lamb and bison, as well, which I don't know if you get bison in, fish is amazing, yeah. I don't know if you get bison in Australia. It might be just native North American. Roseanne, taking Pepto-Bismol for lymphocytic colitis. Can you take Imodium to stop a flare? That's something you would ask your doctor. I have other ideas for you with your colitis, and you're welcome to direct message me, and I'm happy to talk to you about them. But as far as the difference between those two things, I would ask your doctor. Um, I don't what Imodium is made to do is to stop diarrhea. It's not necessarily gonna stop a flare. Imodium stops diarrhea. Um, you get it imported. Yeah, exactly. And I probably could find kangaroo imported as well. I could probably find it frozen. Um, can't wait to visit the bison farm. Oh, wow. So everybody, Nicole lives right near a goat farm, so she gets fresh goat milk, and she lives right near a bison ranch. So that's amazing. Bison is amazing, Josh. You really like it. It's a lot sweeter than beef. It has more protein, more vitamins, and more minerals, and less fat. And it's raised intentionally. It's great. Keto works too, but carnivore better. People get sick of your diet, but it works for you. Yeah, I get it. Oh, Nicole loves bison as well. Yeah. Um, yeah, look into it. Um, uh, it's funny. I don't really get sick of what I eat, even though I eat the same things. I don't get sick of what I eat either, but also it's because I feel so good on what I'm eating, and feeling so good makes it easy. And I like what I'm eating anyway. I mean, I enjoy what I'm eating. Tonight, I'm having salmon. Because it works, right? Yeah. And because I feel good. You eat fish every day. Me too, Haley. I eat fish every day. For lunch, I have half a can of salmon or sardines over some greens. Um, and fish is just my favorite. And my husband's treat for me is always to go to the really good sustainable fish market and buy me some fish. If he wants to do something special, he'll buy me some fish. It's always wild caught, but I'm always telling people, yeah, No mercury. Yeah, definitely. I tell people no tuna, but wild caught canned salmon is a fantastic budget friendly food, and sardines as well. Sardines are very low in mercury and they're super inexpensive. Um, and they're really good for you. I have a client who, yeah, sardines, we're talking about, we love sardines. I just eat them over my greens with a little avocado oil. Oh, I love cod. I love cod. Um, the other day, and for my birthday, Paul made me lobster, which is a very rare, but it was very special. You love fish, V. It's been your best friend, but is cooked shrimp okay? Yes, it is. Cooked shrimp is fine. All fish works for inflammatory gut issues. Um, and oh yeah, I love cod. There's a fish called loup de mer that I found at the fish market. I love black cod. I mean, I don't think there's a fish that I don't love. So you love shrimp. Oh, yeah. Fish is amazing, and fish is so easy to digest. Oh, I love branzino. Yeah, I love branzino. And I remember when my son, who's a colon therapist like me, as well as a personal trainer, but he also went to culinary art school. He's a Renaissance guy, and he would come home and cook branzino. Oh, and I love snapper. Um, and that's amazing. Only avocado oil and all. Yeah, exactly. You know, I'm a blood type O, and we do better on avocado oil and olive oil, not so much on coconut oil, but coconut oil is certainly better than a seed oil. It's the seed oils we want to avoid. Oh, you like to make ceviche. Oh, that's you must make a fabulous ceviche. For anybody that doesn't know, that's a raw fish that's been marinated with lemon juice and some other herbs and spices. It's very delicious. And I bet Haley makes an amazing ceviche. I'm getting very hungry. Um, but that sounds incredible. You know, we're and Haley's a blood type O, Josh as well. So, we need our protein, and when we eat more protein, it's probably why as a carnivore you feel so good. I was telling a client this morning who's really struggling with weight loss. He needs to lose weight. He struggles so he loves to cook. He's retired. He has a garden. He loves to cook. He loves to bake. And I was telling him that when you become if you go more carnivore, your cravings just diminish. Is organic sourdough okay? Only if it's gluten free. Just because it says sourdough doesn't mean it's gluten free. And one of the things about eating a lot of protein, if you get enough protein, you won't crave sugar and sweets. That's one of the most wonderful things. What about AB? So, great question. The thing about AB positive, you're more prone to chronic inflammation than any other blood type, and you have to stay away from chicken. It's one of your inflammatory foods. So, and you're also the only blood type that seems to do pretty well on potatoes. All the blood types can eat sweet potatoes and yams, but blood type B and AB do well on potatoes. Just stay away from chicken. Yeah, and Josh says stay away from gluten. Nicole it loves her sourdough. You can get away with A2 milk lactose free. Okie doke. That's great. I love that you've like really figured out what works for you. Um, and and that you can, what you can get away with. Do you like goat products? Do you get do you get goat cheese in Australia, or goat milk, or goat kefir, goat yogurt, any of those things? Um, uh, you may not live next to a goat farm like Nicole, but you eat goat cheese. Oh yeah. That is a favorite. That's my dog's absolute favorite treat in the world is goat cheese. You have all of them. Yeah, that's awesome. My husband lines up all of our 5 dogs at night, and they all get 2 scoops of goat cheese. Hey, Monica. Wonderful to have you for the last 10 minutes of our live. Thank you so much, and thank you for all your beautiful sentiments, and all the nice things that you say about all my posts. Everything your doctor told you to do made you feel worse. You know, that would be you became your own doctor. That would be a great testimonial. If you, that would be a great story to share on my website, because I hear that every day. And so you became your own doctor. And I always tell people that that's kind of what we have to do. Um, you get anxiety when going to the, yeah, well, mostly probably because so much of, let's just say, just was saying this in my post the other day. We can't blame medical doctors for not being able to heal us. They were not trained to heal chronic inflammatory gut issues. They were not trained to do it. They were trained to deal with battlefield medicine, with acute chronic conditions. They were not acute, not chronic. They were trained to deal with accidents. They were trained to deal with um, high level infections. They were not trained to deal with a chronic inflammatory gut condition. So they just don't have the toolbox. And so, what I like doctors for, and appreciate them for, is if I need to go to the emergency room, and also for testing and diagnostics, because information is golden. Heal 2024. How do you heal the gut after gastritis? Uh, if you have air in your stomach, um, that you may have some food sensitivities, you probably don't have enough hydrochloric acid in your stomach, especially if you're healing after gastritis. So um, direct message me, and I'm happy to talk to you about that. Um, Yeah. Oh, you had gastritis. Wow. The doctor said gastroparesis. Could it just be GERD? Yes, it could be. Um, Hello, Annie. Nice to see you. Oh, you had gastritis and acid reflux. Wow, you've done an amazing job of healing. Gastroparesis is when everything is just slow as molasses. So direct message me and we'll talk about that. Hey, Annie. Well, Josh, you've done an amazing job of healing yourself. I'd love to, if you want to write me your story, I'd love to be able to share it with everybody, because I think it's really inspiring when people come through the other side. And that's awesome. Thank you, Haley. So, Haley, what are you guys up to this weekend besides work? Um, and you're getting close to your new incarnation, aren't you? I am so excited for you, and I just can't wait to hear every little piece of it. You're so welcome. Oh, thank you, Josh. I would love that. I have done some consults with people from Australia, and I love Australians. Yeah, exactly. If you can make a difference in someone else's life, and you can. Starting back the Japanese maple business for the season. Woohoo! You're busy. Oh, that's so exciting. I love that. I've seen all of your posts, and oh, thank you, Josh. Annie, could I go more in depth about how digestive enzymes work? So, yeah, absolutely. So, what I will say is that 80% of adults over 40 are not making enough hydrochloric acid in their stomach. But in my experience as a gut health coach for over 40 years, it's any age group, and it's most people. And if you don't have enough hydrochloric acid in your stomach, food, especially protein, sits in your stomach like a rock. You get constipated, brain fog. All inflammatory gut issues start with not getting enough hydrochloric acid in your stomach. Um, Blood sugar issues all start with not having food digest. If it doesn't digest and it doesn't break down, a world of hurt, and it's all downhill from there. But it's such an easy fix. And the reason that I created digestive enzymes of my own for my own clients, was because the ones on the market had too much hydrochloric acid. So people were getting acid reflux from taking something that they actually needed. So, and I work with people with very sensitive bellies. So I created a low dose hydrochloric acid digestive enzyme called Enzyme Energy. And When you have enough hydrochloric acid in your stomach, this also helps you prevent things like H. pylori, bugs, bacteria, parasites. If our great grandparents had as little hydrochloric acid in their stomach as we do, we wouldn't even be here because they weren't eating fresh food. They weren't eating, they didn't have refrigeration and they were traveling over oceans, to get to America. So what was happening is they just had a lot of hydrochloric acid in their stomach, and stress and environmental toxicity has diminished it. So that's why they're probably the most important supplement. Rita, so nice to see you. Hello, Laura. And yes, Jessica, everything I've created is all natural. Um, and you'll find all the ingredients on my website. I wanted to tell everybody, um, thank you for subscribing to me on YouTube. Thank you for checking out the Happy Gut Tribe page that Nicole has done such an amazing job of. And Nicole and I will be back here tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Guidance to heal your bloating and burping. So direct message me and happy to help you with that. Gigi, thank you so much. Happy to. Grandma, great. Nice to see you. Oh, Annie, you're so welcome. Gigi, you're so welcome. Haley, please give Sean a great big hug. We are excited to be able to see you someday soon out here in Santa Barbara. It's a gorgeous day, too. And cook up something amazing for you guys. Love everybody so much. Thank you all for being here. Um, Thank you, Josh, for stopping by. Please send me your story. I would love to share that. And as you said, if you could just help one person and inspire one person, that's what we're doing here. So thank you all. Love you all. And Nicole and I will be back tomorrow at same time, same place. Molly, I will be live tomorrow at the same time right here, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Bye, bye, bye. Yep. Okay. Good night and good night, Nicole. Please take care of your foot. Love you.